Those are some serious things that people have to talk about. Cash flow, appreciation, tax strategy, why you're buying. Dang, that's good. Sorry. Welcome back. Real Talk Real Estate. My name is Scott Werner, broker. Why can I get this right? Welcome back to Real Talk Real Estate. My name is Scott Werner, the Capstone team brokered by EXP. To the left,
your boy Donovan Johnson with Coldwell Banker, Ingalls Safari.
And if you thought that I was going to break down in song and say your boxes are to the left, you were wrong. Not on my bingo card for 2025.
We're going to be talking about something subtle but super important with real estate investing today.
Deals can make sense on paper. Are they still the wrong move?
1,000%. And I think it making sense on paper, if you got to check your numbers, and that's a phrase probably going to be thrown around a lot this podcast, but yes, it can be.
Wrong timeline, wrong stress level, wrong strategy. In fast markets, investors can easily find themselves recovering from a bad investment. I mean, you could, mismanage some money in a fast market and be able to get it back. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, that's not always where we're at.
And here's the thing, yes, appreciation does cover mistakes, but if you base everything off of appreciation, well, right now the market isn't appreciating as much on a year-to-year basis over the last 2 years.
I mean, guess what? There's your safety net gone. Now you're going to be worrying about, hey, how do I make this money back, or how do I get this money to get back into my bank account, because it's gone.
And every deal needs a clear purpose. And let me just, I guess, rephrase that. Every deal, you need multiple exit strategies. Yes, you may want to flip it, but what if you can't sell the flip in the 90, 120-day, 150-day window that you're giving yourself? Well, do the numbers work as a rental? Could you refi it,
Those are some serious things that people have to talk about. Cash flow, appreciation, tax strategies. Why you must think of why you're buying. It's great if you had the liquid cash just to buy a house for an investment, but why are you buying that? What is the end to the mean of buying it? That's where you have to find yourself.
We hear it all the time, the numbers work.
Yeah, but does the timing work? That's where you got to look at. You got to look at the whole picture. You got to. It's not the number. Yeah, the numbers might be great, but the picture might be wrong. You might be thinking that you're Michelangelo, but you're actually Donatello. I mean, that's where you're at.
And this is a tough one, but and also how long can you go with it not rented? Because that's definitely going to cost you money out of pocket. And if the volatility is super low on that, could be a deal worth reconsidering.
I mean, what happens if repairs come early? What happens if you bought this thing right and then decided, no, I don't need I don't need an inspection on this. So you bought it wrong and then you didn't get an inspection. These repairs come in early. And what if insurance jumps? We talked about that in the earlier podcast about insurance now being a factor. If you don't have insurance factored in on your number sheet, you're doing something wrong.
Absolutely. And deals that are barely scraping by to work from the beginning is not a good sign for things to come, because everything else that comes is going to be major out of pocket versus the built-in cost versus out of pocket are totally different things.
Not every deal fits every investor. You might have different investors feeling different deals, but the thing is, at the end, they're looking at you to say this is a smart buy.
Right. And excuse me. Some people want passive income, so rentals. Some people want appreciation, so they may go buy the commercial building or the apartment complex, hoping that as the market grows, as people come in, especially in our plant bubble that we're in and refineries, that, hey, this is going to be worth way more only because of the culture we're around.
I mean, and that's where this is going off script a little bit, but that is where you as a real estate agent, your person that your investor friend is looking to have you do for them. I mean, I know that you had one deal, and we've talked about it before, where this agent had this, I think it was an eightplex, an
10, but yeah.
10plex ready to go, but at a huge high price. And you're like, no, I'm going to protect my investor. I'm going to let him invest smartly. And guess what? Now that man is making that money off that 10plex because of who? Not because of him, just because real estate. It was because of the realtor that actually got him there. You know, some have time, some don't. It's better to have the time and go ahead and think smart, think strategy, and get to the end concept of it.
Something I'm going to say that, talking about numbers working or not, so the old rule of thumb used to be 1%.
Yep.
Meaning, let's just, for easy numbers, $100,000 home, rent should be $1,000, and like you should be able to get $1,000 in rent, but your numbers, you don't need to be above the $1,000 mark for like taxes, title, insurance too. Like all in, you need to be able to be under. But now, if you use the 1% rule, you will literally lose money even with rent. I know some clients want to buy something without like a 2% now. So now the numbers have to, so now you're looking for even better deals versus, oh, we're just going to buy this now. We're going to make all the numbers work. Saying you're just going to make the numbers work is a very not good long-term place to be, because you can hit a couple doubles, even a triple. You may even hit a home run or two, but if you strike out, it could be very detrimental and wipe out everything.
I mean, I think it leads to burnout, and also I think it leads to emotional strategy on trying to get rid of dump these when you're not thinking strategically. Smart investors match deals with bandwidth, not just budget. If you're a smart investor, you're thinking with more than just how much money do I have in the bank. You're thinking long term. You're going down that rabbit hole to see, where am I going to come out? Where am I going to pop out once I get above ground? Is it going to be 2 inches in front of where I started, or 2 feet away?
And I think another thing people need to realize is that the power of saying no in the moment.
Yep.
And the reason why I say the power, no, not to just be a hard behind, but the reason why is follow-up is key. I would say for the investing side of my realtor, I think 75, 80% are on the second and third hit-ups, the 1 month follow-up, the 3 month follow-up. I did put a house off market under contract Monday, and it was a 6 month period after the initial contact. And I hit her up the 3 months later. She was still hard. But guess what happened this time? I hit her up, was like, hey, like, how's it going? All that. Like, are you still interested in selling? She's like, yes, very much so. Well, I was like, well, this is where we were last time. Like, you may have softened your stance a little bit? And she's like, yeah. She came off right away, $5,000. That's when I knew she was serious. Because the first 2 times, it was pretty much a middle finger. She was nice, but it was a middle finger the way she was negotiating. But when she had dropped at the $5,000, I went to my guy like, hey, dude, I know we're going to be running numbers tight, but we need to, like, this is, the fish is on the hook right now. Let's reel it in.
Yeah. Capital preserved is opportunity preserved. I mean, the thing is, the money that you save is more money that you can spend in the future as long as it's invested properly. That's what you have to do.
And I'm going to say this. The reason why it's important as an investor to have a good system is because one riddle ain't going to really make you that popping. But if you get 5 or 6, and especially if they start getting paid down on the debts and paid off, you could have some serious money coming in to supplement like a job instead of hours. So that's why it's important. And you're always learning, right? You're never going to, not every deal is a home run deal. No. But in my opinion, it's the singles and the doubles that keep business going, that keep the flow going, that allow you to say, we're doing something right here. And the more, imagine if it's baseball, the more people you put on base, it allows that big hit to happen. And now your bank's coming to you, hey, can you refi your whole portfolio? We got to give you this line of credit now. Like, you can set yourself up for success, but patience is so important. I could call 3 of my investors right now, and they would literally all say the same thing about how being patient will get you further than trying to reach for it.
Not just patience, but clarity. And I think they go hand in hand. Patience and clarity protects a long-term investment, because if you're thinking properly with this, if you have the bandwidth to understand where you're going to end up, guess what? It doesn't matter if it's singles. It doesn't matter if it's home runs. You know where you're going to be at the end of this, and you're like, hey, I played it out right. Math matters. It does matter, but strategically, being strategic matters even more. It's something that, not everybody can do. I don't think I would be a very good investor, because I would think of more emotional things where, hey, Scott, are you a great realtor to investors? Yes, because then I move my brain to say, it's not my money, but I need to make sure their money comes in smart. I mean, you don't want to start, if this lucrative business deal comes and lands in your lap, you don't want to start playing loose with their money. You're going to start being tight and actually think strategically, how can I get this person to keep on trusting me, to keep on producing?
Right. You got to make sure it checks your boxes, and just be very stingy about that, because it's your livelihood you're playing with.
It is. Hey guys, thanks for listening. This has been Real Talk Real Estate. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, everything. Give us some comments, and maybe a comment that you put on there we'll think about doing as the next topic.
I'm going to say this. The biggest investment you can make is betting on yourself.
I think that's some great news. See y'all next time.
All love at the bottom. Game point.